All right, so blue with a small white splash aggro. So I had someone submit, this is a build around deck submission. So someone said, hey, do you think you can brew a deck with 4 Sphinx of the Foresight? And I was like, yeah, it seems interesting, potentially good. I want to talk about some of my card choices before I move on. So Sphinx of the Foresight, this is a card that lets you get some more setup going on, right? So my thought was I wanted to slot this into, have a conference call, need a timeout. I got you, Beetle. Sphinx is a card that seemed like it could be a natural slot into this archetype because this archetype really wants to have Curious Obsession with protection as soon as possible. So Sphinx of the Foresight is able to help us find Curious Obsession in a lot of games. That being said, the only natural card I could really cut from the existing mono blue shells to fit Sphinx of the Foresight in was Jhin. And the biggest thing we gain from cutting the Jhin from our deck is the fact that we're no longer restricted to just basic islands, because the reason why you need to stick to just basic islands is because Tempest Jhin gains power based on explicitly basics. So with that, I've been interested in also trying to find a sweet Dovin deck, Dovin Grand Arbiter, and this card seems really good with evasive threats. So this card seems like a good fit in here if we're not obligated to have a bunch of basic islands in our deck. And also, by having access to white, we also gain some things like Seal Away and Excellence Binding. I put a random Teferi in here too, just as ways to actually be able to interact in a way that Mono Blue normally can't. Tecatli Honor Guard on this side. I'm not sure that this deck needs Tecatli Honor Guard because Mono Blue tends to have a pretty reasonable green-black matchup. So I'm not sure that Tecatli is really solving problems that we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try and see how it goes. Someone mentioned Terramander. For anybody that thinks this deck wants Terramander, I'd encourage you to count the number of instant and sorcery spells my main deck is playing. Hint, it is not high. Yeah, it's possible that Conclave Tribunal could be better than Excellence Binding. Evasive creature, Curious Obsession, sign me up. Second Curious Obsession. Let's go. Nightveil Sprite was underwhelming in mono blue. Eyes of place here because it's an evasive creature. I think I'm gonna get Dovin going first here rather than committing this while I don't have protection. Because, like, if I strap this on, it's not resource efficient, and my opponent could, like, Deafening Clary on me next turn and make me sad. So, I think I just, like, strap up 2 Curious Obsessions here. And, like, plus Dovin.
Have their uses.
I'm probably in for a 4/4 flyer, honestly. Maybe I should have been aggressively looking for a protection spell. Like looking for a Wizard's Retort or a Dive Down. I guess I can't cast Retort at the moment, huh? Got there anyways, perfect. This is gonna ult 2 turns from now, which seems awesome. Oh, punished. Punished for not playing Warkite Marauder out. I guess I can protect my thing with a dive down for the turn. I think I just let my thing die rather than protect with dive down. It's a lot worse against spot removal though, Matt. YouTube videos don't go up until the end of my stream Frylock. So because you're a sub, you can look at my past videos though. So if you click videos, you can start watching today's stream from the start, even though I'm currently still streaming. So this card makes their Phoenix not be a blocker, which is sweet here. And Dovin's also going to ultimate next turn, which probably finds us a Wizard's Retort, which is great. Nope. Big old cup of nope. Well, Retort is a card that we play because Retort's just worth playing, even when it's a cancel, even when it costs 3 mana. Yeah, I guess Dovin doesn't get to ult now. That's sad. Might as well attack. Any playlist recommendations for our timeout rampage? None offhand. Why should I have played the other obsession last turn? Oh, I forgot to plus. No, I forgot to plus Dovin. Sorry, reading chat and being sloppy. All right, we got some tricksters. That's good. We're gonna minus Dovin to save face. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and trade here. Might as well before it becomes a 4-3. So I could do I want to hold this? I think I want to hold this for next turn to tap the Phoenix again. I'm actually just gonna make another Thopter. Trickster plus block on token gets rid of the Phoenix. It's still a 4-3 chat. Trickster doesn't make it a 1-1. I don't really want to double block. I wanna race them. So if they have Cleansing Nova here, I'm gonna be dead. But if they don't have Cleansing Nova, I'm gonna be in a pretty good spot. Yeah. Even without this Merfolk Trickster. Alright, so this is probably a Spell Pierce matchup, right? Wonder if this is a Negate matchup as well. What are my trims? It's probably like Nightveil Sprite is probably like my go-to trim, right? I think I just want a couple of Pierces here. I don't know exactly how big my opponent's deck is going. Could be an Angels deck. This could be a Deputy deck. We have enough protection for our creatures and things that they need to kill. That Deputy could be good. I'm gonna put in a couple Excellence Binder. We're gonna redo the sideboard a little bit. I think both Deputy and Conclave Tribunal are probably worth trying. Seal Away's probably a bad card to have in my sideboard because Seal Away's doesn't take blockers out of the way, which sucks. It seems fine. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, when do I scry? The beginning of your first upkeep, you scry. Okay. So, I don't need another land. Do I want Trickster? I think I don't really want Trickster either. I'm gonna keep a third land guaranteed since I want to curve out to 4, but this seems fine. Baffling End is a little bit more of an aggressive card. That's sweet. I could also see just playing like Deputy. So like I'm not a huge fan of Deputy in general, but like this deck has Siren Stormtamer, Spell Pierce, and Dive Down to protect it, so it might be fine. Please play History of Benalia. Wow, that's rude.
I wrote an entire piece on your impending failure.
We're dead. I think we're dead. Yeah, I agree. I think Deputy sounds like a great card. I think that sounds like a great addition. I'm gonna bring in another Binding, but then yeah, boarding in a bunch of Deputies sounds quite fantastic. And I'm gonna sit down for a bit, enjoy the ride, chap. Yikes. Alright, so... Oh! We have Sphinx, chat! We have Sphinx! We get 4 looks at a land! That's awesome! Let's do it! I was gonna keep before I saw the Sphinx, but this sounds awesome. Snap it off. Alright, so if we don't hit a second land on 2, we are actually incredibly unlucky, instead of just a little bit unlucky. I'm ready to bring. Well, we get 5 looks too, right? We get 4 scries, and then we get a draw step too. Whoop whoop. That was. I don't know if it's good, but that was sweet. That was sweet. When are we putting Sphinx and Narsicate? It does sound awesome. Well, if they don't kill this turn, we get to Obsession and then protect it with Dive Down. Oh! Are we doing it? I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Oh, geez. And next turn I get to Dovin plus hold up Dive Down. That's exciting. Nice blocker. Did I just plus here?
I look forward to
Yeah, I'm gonna make some Thopters.
my blood pumping.
I guess I should hit them and draw a card before I do this. Yeah, that was bad. It didn't matter, but I should definitely hit them first. Your mono blue deck doesn't need late game threats. This isn't a late game deck. You should kill them before you get to the late game. The standard format has a lot going on. If they have another angel here, we could be in trouble. Doesn't look like it, though. Weird. Why wouldn't they leave both back to try and block my thing? That seems loose. Yes, you can reveal Sphinx, and you stack your triggers. I can dive down through a 3/3 blocker next turn, which is sweet. At the beginning of your upkeep scry 1, this card has more text on it. I thought this was just a 4/4 flyer. That sounds exciting. Wow. All right, well, let's dive down this. This is a concession dive down, right? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no, I didn't read. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got baited, chat. We got baited. Oh, no. They used the hidden mode. Oh, shame concede. Oh, shame. It was a concession dive down. I just didn't realize who was conceding. It was 100% a concession dive down. It was a concession for me. That's what happened. Little did we know. Steady as she goes. Do 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 do. Alright, I think I just bought 4 of this card, honestly. This card sounds really sweet with all the protection spells that we have. That sounds fantastic. I think I'm happy with what we're doing here. I think I want these. Is there anything else I want? Do I want a 10th island? I feel like I want a 10th island. Or, sorry, a 10th white source. I'll put a couple baffling ends in too for the aggro matchup. Alright, take 2. Twitter rant, best rant. Thanks, Slacker. I appreciate it. Do you update the Stream Decker? I do, Draven. Keep it all up to date. Data is key. What best deck is utilizing Nexus of Fate? I think the blue-green Nexus, either the blue-green Nexus deck that we played yesterday or the Bant one we played today. One of those two. I do both. I spend all my gold on packs, and then I buy things with money as well. You can always find my thoughts on a deck that I've played at the end of the video. So at the end of each deck, I do a short wrap-up segment. So if you go on my YouTube channel and click there, past Jeff will be much more ready to tell you what he thought about a deck after he just played it than I will be able to tell you today. Yeah, you can find stuff easily organized on my YouTube channel as well as my website. Pretty much everything I stream gets archived in one of those two places. So, I think I'm supposed to hold up Retort / Dive Down here and wait on Sphinx. I think I'm just gonna do this. Let's keep Dovin alive here. They want to burn another spell on Dovin, that's fine. Like, if they spend another spell on Dovin, like, we'll have 6 power in the air and can race them adequately here. Hey, what's going on, Waldos? Hope you're doing well. I'm playing Team Fod, and I feel like it could use a couple more options at the 3 and the 5 drop slots. Any suggestions? No, there really aren't very better options, Delta. There's a kind of a limited card pool in Standard. Oh no! I think it's, yeah, the audio monster is coming. They've got some damages coming. Yeah, modern was about an hour 10, so we got up for about 3 hours. Just gonna race in the air. Dovin gained us a good bit of life this game, which was sweet. Probably gonna have to hold this back starting this turn. Oh, do they draw another burn spell? Are they about to skewer this plus burn it with this? No, okay. Weird that they would play a land there. Feels loose. Yeah, so this Siren Stormtamer can counter the risk factor. I'm gonna leave my 4/4 back to block. Think I'd rather give this up than take 4 here. Alright, let's restart here real quick. Let me play this and then do that. Alright. Sorry for the roboto. I need to set like an egg timer or something to do that. These people are great. Buy their stuff. These people also great. Buy their stuff. Why isn't Arena relaunching? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, don't time me out. Launch, launch. All right, there it goes. All right. Had to panic for a minute there. We've yet to get punished by the mid-game restart. Oh no, there's a timer ticking down. Get in, get in. Cancel. No attacks. End turn. Whew. You know, Speed, I have a Windows computer upstairs and it's got issues too. There's issues, literal issues with everything. My system upstairs, there was some kind of firewall issue or some other random thing where the Deckmaster wouldn't work, so actual everything has problems. My opponent conceded. Is this a Deputy of Detention matchup? I feel like this might be a Deputy of Detention matchup. Warkite Marauder doesn't block meaningfully if they have Chain Whirler, that sucks. Surge Mare is just good as an 05, yeah, I'd believe that. I think I want Baffling in too, yeah, that's probably reasonable. What do we think of this? I think I like this. Yeah, I agree, Meadow. Do I want Spell Pierce? I could see wanting Spell Pierce, but I'm not quite sure what I want to cut here. I think Deputy's pretty important, look no numbers. If they're just killing Deputy, like that's kind of a win for me, right? I'm gonna trim a Curious Obsession. I think I probably have a hard time keeping that protected. And like I kind of get to go a little bit bigger here. That might be wrong, that might be a Sacred Cow, but... yeah, maybe I'm supposed to trim Mist-Cloaked first. I don't know. I don't really want to cut. Oh, jeez. I was like, I need another blue source. But we're pretty likely to find a blue source. Pretty likely to find a blue source. Yeah, so this deck has a lot of ways to protect Deputy. So in general, Deputy just dies a lot. But this deck has a... wow. Wow! If we win this game... woo! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's... who's a good little birdie? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a good little birdie. I quit the Angels matchup because I didn't read what modes your Deafening Clarion was played with. And I had a Spell Pierce, and I could have Spell Pierced it. Yeah, got him. He's dead, Jim. Birdie and Narset Cannon sound sweet. I think that sounds most excellent. Linux just lets me use my computer in the way I want to use it. There's a lot of little things when it comes to customization that Windows just doesn't allow you to do, and that you can on Linux. A really simple example of something that's not possible on Windows 10, last I checked, is that I use 3 monitors, and while I stream, I like the taskbar on my center monitor to auto-hide, but I want the taskbar to not auto-hide on my other 2 monitors, and you can't do that on Windows. On Windows, you have to auto-hide all your taskbars or none of your taskbars. Arena does not have a native Linux client. Arena runs on Linux and OS X using Wine. It's probably like 3 Omniscience and then something else. Just gonna take this hit. Wine is not an emulator. I'm just gonna take all these hits because I would like to trade. Actually, I'm gonna Merfolk Trickster to trade with this. All right. All right. Sure. Sure. Why not? Maybe there's third-party software that lets you do that for Windows. I don't know. Another good example of something that I use all the time that I can't do on Windows. On every application window, if I right-click on the title bar, I can choose to have this be the same as other windows, or always on top, or always be below. And that window management feature is something that I use every day. Little things like that you can't do on Windows. At least not by default, and not without a little bit of digging. This game, we're just mono blue. I use Ubuntu 18.04. If you're moderately tech savvy, I just recommend the latest Ubuntu LTS. If you're not tech savvy, I'd recommend Linux Mint. I generally prefer the XFCE, KDE, or Enlightenment desktops. Those are my three faves. Probably XFC is probably my favorite. I like that one a lot. I mean, XFC is what I'm streaming from right now. Yikes, about to get buried. I guess we might just race here, huh? Seems fine. An example of something that someone tech savvy would be okay doing? I don't know, just Google searching stuff. Mint installs a bunch of extra stuff by default to make your experience a little bit easier. So it's got some more bloat if you're a power user, but it has extra stuff if you're not a power user that you'll probably want. We might actually run down them drawing this many cards with all these Warkite Marauders. Yeah, I should play my land to play around Spell Pierce. I should 10 out of 10 play my land to play around Spell Pierce. When I get Spell Pierce here, it'd feel like a big dumb. Didn't matter. I tried to install Gen 2 one time in college. It's just like an entire weekend of my life I'm never gonna get back. All right, so I'm not dead on board here. So I think I'm just gonna let them attack me even with the Curious Obsession thing and just like try and tap any blocker that they might have. Only need one of these things to connect. That was really good. Warkite Marauder's been really impressive so far. A lot of mopey flying blockers that has gotten us through. I think I want all my removal here. What do I want to trim? I guess at least one Wizard's Retort. Maybe I don't want all the deputies. The sprites are in the main deck. I'm already sideboarding, dying slowly. I mean, Jumble understand the utility of Baffling End. Do you hope to win off the tempo before they get the dude back? Well, they can't. A lot of decks can't remove Baffling End. So, like blue-black, for instance, literally can't take an enchantment off the table. I think I'm gonna submit like this. Yeah. Hey, Elf King. Thanks for 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So, we're dead? I think we're dead. I think I just have to hope they have no removal here. I could like try and play around something if this keeps hitting me. I'm just gonna get further and further behind. Yeah, I'm just gonna move along. Get next game on the play. Someone asked about Conclave Tribunal. Conclave Tribunal could be okay. I want to try Deputy of Detention first. If this card ends up being poop, I think Conclave Tribunal is probably the choice, but not 100% on that. They updated the stupid Twitch chat, and I have to type to add moderators to the channel now. It's really annoying. Oh, this is a wizard for Wizard's Retort too. That's kind of sweet. I love that I just get to keep no landers or one landers like a boss with this card. It's the best. Didn't even need it, chat. Just gonna leave those. Just gonna leave those right there. Captain Obvious, thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't mind me. Sphinx is a win more card, right? As you will. Why did I counter that? Why did I counter that? That doesn't take any of my spells. I'm gonna blame the pretzel on that one. I'm gonna blame the pretzel on that one. I wonder if this Sphinx is playable in a control deck. I wonder. Oh, it does take the counter spell. That's true. That's true. It does take the counter, so I might as well play it. All right, good. Thanks for backing me up. Thanks for having my back, chat. Yeah, so that's a good question. So Baffling End is being played in this deck as opposed to Seal Away, because Baffling End takes blockers out of the picture, whereas Seal Away only takes creatures away, things away that have already attacked. And because we're an aggressive deck, we want to be removing blockers most of the time. Yeah, one's proactive, the other is reactive. It's the same reason white aggro plays, like white weenie aggro plays Baffling End, as opposed to Seal Away. Okie doke. I think putting in cards like Charticores just mean I don't have enough threats. I want to be able to attack consistently. Hey, Leebs, thanks for the 2-month 3-sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I just don't think a 1/1 flyer for one is a card I want to play. Is basically what it comes down to. I should make a command for best of 3 events. It's a question that comes up a lot. I think I have to bin that for now because I don't have a white source. Virka Scrapter, thank you for the brand new Prime Support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Sure. Sphinx has been all right. I don't know about good, but it's been playable. Playable is the word I would use to describe it. You have to keep your hand before you scry. Speaking of scrying, this card's been going to work this game. I am not going to Indianapolis this weekend. The weather forecast is calling for snow there. So, not a place that I want to be. We have been winning so far. Games that we've lost have mostly because I've been making mistakes. Cards. Yeah, still don't really care about that one.
I will fight with honor. How convenient. An excellent choice.
I'm gonna give them Vraska's Contempt here because it's more expensive. Yeah, it's called Blue-Black Pirates, Squee. We played a bunch of Blue-Black Pirates on stream. This attack is bad, because if I have another Trickster, I get to tap this and attack them for a bunch. And this attack didn't do any damage, so it's just kind of loose all around. Nope, that one can stay right there. We are winning this race, chat. Let's go. Backup counterspell means I get to start being a little bit more aggressive with my counter,
I'll make use of that later.
as opposed to letting most things resolve. Yes, you can reveal the Sphinx and then exile to Gemstone Caverns. That is how that works. So, we're attacking for 5 next turn, and then we'll attack for 6 the turn after. Yes, scheming. How about a big old cup of nope? Sure. So, I'm actually just gonna pass here. And if they attack with the Midnight Reaper, I'll trade, which will put them to 5. I don't want to play this, because if I play this, I can't hold up both of these.
You may regret that choice. So if they play the Death Lizard, we don't die. If they play the Death Lizard, yeah, I think they just have to do this. We don't know what's a good choice for playing and winning tournaments, Miku. We just had a new Magic set release, so we're still trying to figure out what's good and why.
mean, are they dead? I heard there's a sequel to The Big Lebowski coming out. People that don't understand my stream rules would probably be well served to watch that sequel, or at least the original, because it has the incredible line of "You're not wrong, but you're still an a-hole." Like that's the thing a lot of people don't get. It's okay to tell me I'm wrong, but like, don't be a jerk about it. It's like your opinion, man. Yeah, right? Like, come on now. Supposedly there's a sequel coming out. I don't know if that's true. Someone in chat mentioned it earlier. This is bowling, not Vietnam. There are rules. Can't be blocked by green creatures. This card's gotta be absurd in this matchup, right? It also blocks a 4/3. Yeah, it seems great. But I want to cut. Merfolk Trickster seems kind of like a turd. I want all my flyers, I think. This is a Spell Pierce matchup. This might be a Spell Pierce matchup, right? Like it tags Vraska's Contempt and it tags their stupid Planeswalkers. Actually, you know what? This is probably a matchup where Dovin is bad. I think the splash is just not worth it here. Yeah, because I don't have a way to protect Dovin, right? And like tapping out for him seems a little. Oh, this is a sleep matchup. What am I doing? This is the sleep matchup. Yeah, someone linked the Twitter. I'm on the draw. I think Warrant Warden would be good. Why would it be good? What problem does my deck have, and how does Warrant Warden solve that problem? Can we cut planes if we're cutting Dovin? No, I don't think I want to cut my 20-second land when I'm boarding in more 4-mana spells. I think that'd probably be a mistake. I don't know what Sky Tether does. Giant creature has Defender and loses flying. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of cheeky. I like that. That sounds sweet. I love jamming Draft Chaff into a constructed deck. Alright, well, we're not currently winning the race. Thank you, little Nightveil Sprite. Thank you for the card quality you provide. That's true, Turtle Wasp. I don't have Wizard's Retort up now, but I don't think I can afford to get that going. Yeah, Black White Angel is great. You played it for the second time yesterday. was hoping to draw a threat there, but I was hoping it would be a 1 or 2 mana threat. Well, it all worked out. Remember, chat, 1 and 0 are incredibly different numbers. Never forget. 1 and 0 are different numbers. Want to surveil. Oh, I'm not actually doing damage yet, so it doesn't really matter. I think I want to bin that. Actually, no. Maybe I'm supposed to keep that. That good there? Yeah, ranked best of 3 starts at the end of the month. I can stay right there. That if they have nothing, that actually lets me win the race, right? If they have a removal spell or an explore creature, we're dead, but otherwise this is lethal. Booyah with the brand new Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yeah. What a wacky game. That was sweet. Sleep. That was. I almost forgot to board in the sleep too. I was like, oh wait, this is the sleep matchup. Fish. The old fish horse for lethal. Got him. Got him. How we doing, folks? Thanks everybody for dropping by today. It's really awesome that we're getting 2,000 plus for Arena on a regular day. If you're a new viewer, thanks for dropping in. Make sure you hit the follow button if you enjoy what you see. I'm here streaming Magic 5 to 7 days a week. Do pretty much 9 to 5 almost every day. Oh yeah, we should put Sky Tether in. You're super right. Yeah, questions are great. My only comment is that if you're going to make card suggestions for the deck that we are currently playing, I encourage you to read the stream rules before doing so. An orchard most foul. Banned to Vanifear. They have not, actually. I played the Shockland. That's a good question. So I played the Shockland on 1, because when I play my land on 2, I don't want it to be obvious that I have a 2-mana spell to play. Whereas if I shock in my second land, it makes it pretty painfully obvious that I have a play, right? Is Deckmaster working correctly? Deckmaster looks to be reporting everything correctly. I don't think I can afford to play Dovin here. We boarded this out against the last black-green matchup. Because just like mono blue's good against black-green, so like we just boarded into normal black-green. We have other ways to deal with Niv, Zeratos. Like 1 mana versus 3 is like night and day. So next turn, we can play Dovin down tick and have Retort up still, which is great. The fact they didn't have an Explorer creature kind of punishes us for not just, like, jamming Dovin on 3, but I think being conservative was right. The downside, if they had the creature, was, like, pretty high.
to see you.
Yeah, they missed a land drop, so they've missed 2 land drops. Sure.
My blood pumping.
The Gates deck's probably a bad matchup for Black-White Angels. That deck, the decks that are slow and clunky and can never beat aggro tend to prey on mid-range decks. So if they attack with Midnight Reaper this turn, I'm going to let them attack, and then I'm going to flash in Merfolk Trickster before blocks, so I can block it, and then because I take the text off of it, they're not going to be able to draw a card, which is great. Yeah, next time we play Narset, we'll probably put Sphinx in. I don't know if Narset's in my queue right now, though. It's usually in the queue, but I don't know offhand. Why not counter Reaper? Because I don't care about Reaper. What is Reaper doing towards winning them the game? Is Dovin ult even good? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I wanted to down tick twice before upticking. So like now he's gonna get 3 points per uptick or 4 points per uptick instead of just 3. So like next turn he's gonna jump to 9 and then he's gonna draw us a bunch of cards. Dovin likes the smoke. The smoking! Give them the smoking! Yeah, I don't know if Dovin's good as a planeswalker in terms of power level, but I like that they're experimenting with design space the way that Dovin is designed. Oh, this hurts. I think I gotta get this out of the way. I don't want it to just brick wall my flyers. I have no idea.
These contraptions have their uses.
And I'm gonna go ahead and play this other land out here because when I draw 3 cards with Dovin next turn, I want to be able to play them all out and not worry about it. Hopefully they don't have Vraska's Contempt here. I'm gonna get Vraska's Contempt and just hate myself. Well, to be fair, Scaresta, that's the 5 mana Planeswalker template. That's not the all Planeswalker template. No, I've not played with Sultai. That's similar to what my opponent's playing. You can find all the decks that we played on stream on my YouTube channel, my website. Yeah, Graces is great. It's a very good card. Constructed staple for sure. So you need to play your creature before blockers. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this. So notably here, I took the ability text off of this, so they're not gonna draw a card when this dies.
The array is complete and ready for inspection.
I want those 3. Maybe the Sphinxes. Maybe taking the Sphinx is better here. Have another big flying threat. So he like made 2 Thopters. He bothered their attackers a little bit. He drew another counterspell. So seems great. His animation was awesome. Worth the animation. If they have an Explorer creature here, I Trickster Diddle the Wild Growth Walker in response, so they don't gain life and then they're dead. That's a good turn. So, like, Dovin was okay there because my opponent stumbled, but I think Dovin actually isn't very good in this matchup. I think there's going to be too many times where my opponent just, like, gets under us. So this is, what did I board out last time? I did this last time. I think that's fine. I'm going to do that again. Obviously, the last opponent was straight green-black, and this opponent has a blue splash, but I think this is reasonable. Yeah, I think it's good Gabriel paints. We have white aggro splash Dovin. When's that going to be up? After today, we're probably going to play white aggro splash Dovin tomorrow. So we'll get to see how that goes. And I think if we stay above 2k people through the rest of the day, I'm going to run a little bit late tonight. Try and cross some extra decks off. Like working overtime while the iron is hot. Yeah, the Teferi in the board is for the control matchup. Hey, Under the Oath with the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed. Sanguinado with the brand new Prime Sport as well. And there's a lot of great people you could ship that to every month. Thanks for sending it here. Thanks for keeping me employed. Seems great. Now the real question is, I think I'm supposed to Nightveil Sprite on 2 so I can attach Curious Obsession and have protection. Shadow Boy! Thanks for hooking it up. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I think I'm supposed to be, like, marginally conservative here and, like, do this. The potential upside is higher. Worth it for the name call out. I got you. That's fantastic. Yeah, they have Crisis is their blue card. That can stay right there. I think I just play this, right? What's a 4-mana spell they can play next turn that I want to Wizard's Retort? Anything? Is there anything that I need to retort next turn that I can't just Siren Stormtamer? I don't think there is, right? Ritualist Soot. Ritualist Soot is not worth doing. Vraska, I can Stormtamer. No, I think I am just gonna play this. Like Chupacabra, you can Stormtamer the Chupacabra trigger. Yeah, I think Ritualist Soot is the only thing, and that card's really uncommon out of black-green. So if they like Soot me, I'm willing to lose the Soot here to get more power in play. Usually the Wild Growth Walker deck is not an Explore deck, or not a Ritual Soot deck. Yeah, so like this happens, but like I don't care about a 2/2, so I just get to trade this for the trigger. Wild Growth into Explore is a reasonable one. Yeah, that's true. I think that is definitely something I would have cared about. We are drawing 2 cards per turn and winning the race even before you consider the fact that we have sleep. I don't think we care about Karn. I would care about Vivian, but they can't cast Vivian on 4. And 4 mana Vraska doesn't matter. I could counter her trigger and then kill her in combat. Mono Blue's still good. Like all the decks that were good before RNA are still good, and it seems like we got other new decks that are also good. This format's so great. Yeah, Stormtamer is super flexible. Yeah, that's why Mono Blue is so good, right? Like the obsession draws just run away with things, which is nice. Just gonna go ahead and Wizard Retort this. I have so much protection for removal spells, I just want to make sure they don't gain life. That one can stay right there, chat. Yeah, I agree. 2-color deck splashing a 3rd color too is definitely territory to explore as well. Fox Killa with the 18 months. Thank you very much for the 1.5 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Well, I mean, like, and that's the thing. People, if the format's really great, they're probably not going to be able to solve it, right? There's just going to be a variety of things that are very reasonable. Recall you saying that you prefer the new non-regime format to start without Kaladesh, but how do you feel about Amonkhet? Amonkhet includes the gods, right? I think I'd rather not play with Hazoret and Scarab God. I think those cards that are difficult to interact with are miserable. And like those cards are more obnoxious than Carnage Tyrant, which is saying something. Sorry, nobody needs to see me blow my nose. Talkie Box Man has returned. You can calm down. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is probably worth keeping. Or do I dig deep for another Retort? I'm probably supposed to dig deep for another Retort with Dive Down in my hand. How many bits to watch you blow your nose? Man, people are messed up. Y'all are weird. Get a hobby. Spend more time playing Magic. Could I just move out of the frame? No, why would I physically move rather than just hide my frame for 30 seconds? Work smarter, not harder. Come on now. Oh, Finality. Finality's a good reason to keep the Spell Pierce. I agree. I should have kept the Spell Pierce because of Finality. I like that suggestion. Okay, let's put, what's the card called? What's the one white enchantment? Sky Tether. Chance a creature has Defender and loses flying. Let's give that a try. Let's play one more before we move on. We got Blue-Red Sunbird up next, which is a blue-red control deck featuring Sunbird's Invocation. Looks particularly sweet. How do you, new format start excellent, feel about my old man attitude that I don't want to wait for a new format to have enough cards to feel awesome? No, I think, so Mana Symbol, here's the thing. If you start with Ixalan, basically think of it as this current format is considered one of the best standard formats of all time, right? So if you start the new format by having it be the best standard format of all time, that's probably a good decision, right? It's probably worthwhile to like have your standard format start with the best, have your new non-rotating format start by being represented by one of the best existing formats of all time. That just sounds smart to me. So I think it's perfect to have it start from Ixalan forward, because when this format rotates into a new standard format, there are going to be people who want to keep playing this current format, because this current format's awesome. I don't know if this Dovin splash is good, but Sphinx has been really impressive in this deck. It kind of makes me want to try that card in more things. I'm struggling against mono red in the best of one ladder. What would you recommend to play against a bunch of mono red? The Explore package. You should play a green deck with Wild Growth Walker and a bunch of Explore creatures.
It's hard to be a genius surrounded by lesser minds.
We can stay right there. If we don't get Ritual listed, we're going to be in a great spot. Oh, we can't get Kaya's Wrath next turn, which feels good.
My inventions bring joy to me and others.
Put this on here to protect us from Spell Pierce. Or protect us, insulate us from spot removal a little bit. Thanks. Hey, more games than Sega with a very generous $50 tip. Bumping up Narset, thanks. Thank you for the support, I appreciate it. I have a Legacy deck lined up for tomorrow morning, but I think that should put Narset into Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Or maybe over the weekend. I don't think I have my full weekend schedule figured out yet. You have double spot removal here, we could be in trouble. I guess Moment of Craving's a reason to put this on the Nightveil Sprite. Something to consider.
It's the small things that matter.
I can stay right there. I think I'm actually going to keep this Mist-Cloaked Herald in my hand because Kaya's Wrath is like the card that gets them back out of this, and I'd prefer not to play into that. I enchanted the Thopter in case they had multiple pieces of spot removal. Like, this is a reasonable creature because it's scrying, so I wanted to like make both my creatures do something meaningful, basically. This animation is so great.
This is why I am generally banned from gambling.
This is why I'm generally banned from gambling. That's great. Oh. I wonder what other unplayable Planeswalkers have cheeky voice lines. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. I should have played this out pre-combat. Woof. This, all right, good. They conceded. Whew. Whew. I'm glad this is a no justice stream. Because that would have been quite embarrassing. That could have been quite the embarrassment. All right. Whew. Yikes. Alrighty. Moving along. Alright, I want negates, I want pierces. I'm pretty sure I want this Teferi, because if I don't want him here, I don't want him anywhere. What do I want to cut? Can I just cut 4 creatures? Is that reasonable? I'm going to cut the Merfolk Tricksters. Oh, yeah, Trickster's probably better than Warkite. And no, I'm going to leave the Warkite because they have Lyra in their deck sometimes. Although I guess this is similar. This being an instance probably more valuable, and it's a wizard for this. I don't think Surge Mare is probably fine against Jeskai because it survives Clarion. But they don't have Clarion in this matchup, so I think it's not as good. This Teferi's probably stupid. I don't know if I even want this in the deck. I think I'd rather have the counter spells here than this. 5 mana is a lot of mana. Yeah, let's just run it. We're on the draw. Do we keep this? I can totally keep this on the draw, right? This is like the sniper. Easy keep. I'm gonna tweet that one. Yikes! Alright, well, I mean, there's a white mana for Dovin. Do I dig deep? Do we bottom the... This is a real question. Do we bottom the plains? We're probably supposed to bottom the plains, huh? We're probably supposed to bottom... I think we're supposed to bottom the plains. Now, I need all my... I'm gonna keep the plains. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's some good stuff right there, chat. Yep. Never doubt the work of a master. Never doubt the work of the master. Look at that. Hearthstone hand, perfect keep. Never didn't have it. That's just good television right there. That's just good, some good clean TV. Oh, that's fantastic. No curious obsession, unlucky. I agree. Just the unluckiest. I think I'm supposed to pass. I don't want to play Dovin into a counterspell here. Oh, the old keep the zero lander, hit the first 4 land drops. Don't mind if it does. I'm glad my coworkers can't hear your moans. I think I'm actually supposed to retort this because I want to play Dovin and possibly have Spell Pierce up next turn. That might be wrong. Easy game, easy life. I'm gonna plus here.
I look forward to seeing your face.
In case they have a sweeper. Alright, blue source, please. Rats, we're so unlucky, chat. Why are we so unlucky? If they have untapped land Kaya's Wrath here, we could be in trouble. Alright, this game's over. Are we done here? We're super done here, right?
There's elegance in simplicity.
Look, I don't know if Dovin and the Sphinx are good, but they are certainly sweet. From a power level perspective, do you think that Bant Flash or Mardu Aggro is more suited for winning? Probably Mardu Aggro. I'm going to say with certainty Mardu Aggro. The Bant Flash deck is attacking on a sweet angle, but its power level is probably kind of low. I just really like that style of deck. Alright. Sphinx Aggro. And again, just to focus on specific cards as opposed to deck lists as a whole, both of these cards felt moderately impressive to me in this shell. So I don't know necessarily that like splashing white in mono blue fixes problems that it has and it's worth doing, but this card felt like being able to increase the range of keepable hands that you have is like a meaningful effect. And a 4/4 flyer that scries one every turn is like also not terrible. Dovin was good both for generating cards, and he was just good as like down tick, gain 3, make flyers against mono red. Like we played against mono red and Dovin just like put them in a little box and stuffed them in a hole in the ground. Just like he was very good there. I've mentioned in other streams that I'm not a huge fan of Deputy of Detention in this format, but I think in this deck specifically, where we have Siren Stormtamer and Dive Down to protect him, it's probably very reasonable. It's also a wizard for Wizard Retort, which is sweet. All right, what are we doing next? Blue, red, Sunburst.